Hey, it is hump day, and we are back jamming on the job. Shawnee's got Melz on the MIC. Uh-oh, something got in my
Happy
eye.
Wednesday, y'all.
Yeah, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. What's
Yeah.
going on over there with you? You over there? Look, as soon as the show kick off, look, as soon as the podcast
Yeah, I'm
kick
like,
off,
I think it's the mascara because, these are, I don't wear lashes, but I don't know.
that's
Decided it went to,
crazy.
yeah.
Great way to start the show with an eyeball malfunction.
I know, right?
That's all that hair.
It's not good. It's not the hair. I think it's the mascara from my eyelashes.
All right,
So,
then that's what
okay.
happens being a model. Okay, I'm glad I don't have that struggle. As you can see, I probably haven't shaven since last week. I am thugging. I am seriously thugging this week. I'm sorry. I will get back right soon, probably around the weekend. But the struggle is real right now. All right, let's talk about you though. My struggle is minimal as compared to you. You've been gone. That's why we skipped the day on the
Yeah.
podcast because
Yep.
you was getting poked and prodded.
Yep. So, okay, here's the big breast cancer update. And before I go any further, let me let you know I do feel like this is positive. Everything is positive before I say it. So, we started treatment Monday. I had to be at the hospital all day. But this is the treatment that I have to get. Now, you remember how I told you they originally, after I had my lumpectomy, they wanted me to
Mhm.
do 24 rounds of chemo and 8 weeks of radiation.
Right,
And
right,
pushed and asked why. They wanted me to do a double
right.
mastectomy and why. So
Mhm.
my doctor ordered a battery of tests, and the results came back for some of them, not all of them yet. But what we did find out is that my breast cancer is feeding off of my estrogen. So the most
Okay.
important thing is to slow my estrogen down. So
Wow.
I have to get estrogen shots for the next 5 or 10 years and take a pill every day. Um,
So you're saying, so what you're saying is the cancer is feeding off the very thing that makes you a woman,
Part of
essentially,
it.
estrogen.
Yeah, part of it. Um,
Wow.
so basically what that means, if I'm getting estrogen shots, then I can't get pregnant. However,
Mhm.
if I decide that I want to have a baby, I meet somebody and everything's
Mhm.
all, and I say, okay, yeah, I want to pop a baby out for you. Then I'll come off of the shots and then we can have our baby. And once I had a baby, then I'll go back on the shots.
Okay.
Chemo, there, she couldn't really answer if I needed to do chemo. She said, but if, as it looks now, if I did need to do chemo, it would just be 4 rounds. Four, not
Okay.
24,
Okay.
just four.
Right. Right.
Um,
Okay. Okay. So
and
that's not bad. That sounds much better than definitely sounds way better than 24.
yeah, and then on top of that, too, they give you so many survival points. Well, with my 4 rounds of chemo, I only get 3 survivor points. So let's say the estrogen shot is helping me to live, 85%. And I go ahead and
Mhm.
do the chemo, the 4 rounds. Well, it's only going to take me from 85 to 88%.
Okay.
So it's something to think about. She's like, just think about it, decide if you want to do it. Because even though it's just 4 rounds of chemo and it's light chemo, it's not the strong chemo.
Right.
Um, I would still lose my hair. She was just flat
Mhm.
out, you're gonna lose your hair, which
Right.
I'm okay with it because I'll throw a wig on anyway.
Right. 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 Right.
I'll rock a wig, but then I know that I probably still would feel some type of way losing my hair. But they
Mhm.
have these things called cooling caps that you can wear too. Um, that insurance covers just 60%. So, but they
Mhm.
say that you still lose some hair, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna lose some hair and I got to pay, I just might as well lose it all. Forget the cooling
Right.
cap.
Right.
Um, so we'll see. But they ran some more tests because from the CAT scan they saw some things. I did get a call today about my thyroid because they saw something there, but everything checked out fine.
Okay.
Um, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get these estrogen shots, and we going.
So, so I know that the chemo thing was definitely an option that you kind of don't want to take. Something. So I know you're still pondering it. But now hearing this, you're much more open to it now, is what you're saying. Because I understand that the pain, the frustration that you go through having to deal with chemo. Even though I've never experienced myself, but I know people that personally have gone through it. And I know it's an option that a lot of people try to make into, I guess, more or less a last resort, while other people try to make it as the first resort.
Yeah.
So now you're much more open to it, is what you're saying at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 rounds. It's 4 rounds. It's up to me. The doctor said it is up to me. It's definitely up to me, because one thing that they learned too is that I'm on the very low end of recurrence. So they doubt that it'll ever even come back. But I am gonna do the double mastectomy so I can get a mommy makeover.
Oh Lord, look at you. At least you got the bright side on it. At least you got the right idea on it.
Yeah, because, you know, she was like, well, we can just take one. I said, no, if you take one, you take them both, because they need to look the same. The only thing I don't like about that is they're not mine. So, you know, you're not going to have the feeling.
I'm just wondering if you're going to go Black Dolly Parton on us.
Oh, no. No. No, just a nice little lift. You know, if they can take some of the fat out of my stomach, it's just, you know.
Oh, take a pack of hot dogs or two out of the side.
Yeah, take a pack of hot dogs on the side and just, you know, just something nice.
I can't not. There's a picture of us on Instagram where we took with Nine Weston, and immediately after we took the picture, the first thing out your mouth is, look, this is a pack of hot dogs. See, this is what I'm gonna show you. This is what I'm packing. And now I cannot look at that photo without zeroing in on that spot that you showed me now, because you literally screwed my head up with that concept of a pack of hot dogs.
It's a pack.
I know we discussed this before. I'm just saying, I hate to bring it back up, but I found myself looking at that picture today, and I didn't see nothing else. I just zeroed in on that one spot where you say this, because you did it the minute after we took the picture. The minute I couldn't even post the picture, you was like, look, this, like it's how I got this pen in my hand. You circled it. This is a pack of hot dogs. I was like, geez, now I can't get that out of my head. So,
but don't it look like a pack of hot dogs? Tell the truth, Shane, the devil. But that's how hot dogs look in the package, right? I'm not. Am I lying? It looked like a pack of hot dogs.
I'll go between a pack of hot dogs and some hot dog buns. I'll say that. Some hot dog buns. Okay, I will concede that point to you. But I'm just saying, you screwed my head up.
That's worse because they bigger.
I'm just saying. So all I know is, if you're gonna get it done, go ahead and see if you can get that squared away too, so you can leave me alone about that for the rest of our lives. About the hot dog. The
pack of hot dogs, it's just there. I mean, hey, it happens. That happens. So ain't really nothing I can do about that. You know, everybody has it. Well, not everybody, but you know, people who, you know, most people have them.
I'm trying to feel familiar, because see, I'm constantly checking now.
Well, I don't really see them on dudes. It's us. It's like the way our bodies are made, and like at the back, because
but I always say though,
wear those shirts that's open and our back is out, and then you can see the fat, you know, kind of buckled up. That's a hot dog. That's what I call it. I mean, but you said y'all liked it, and honestly, I haven't had nobody complain about it. It's just something that I'm like, oh, I want to get rid of that hot dog over there.
Well, we kind of understand also the situation. We don't pay attention to that because some of that is also caused by some of the extra clothing that y'all have to wear with bras and stuff like that. So we see that. We know that this caused the effect of that. But like I said,
no, because when you take your bra and they take them shapers and stuff off, I can't stand them shapers. All that is there, and it's a pack of hot dogs. That's why they put the little waist trainers on to try to smooth it up. And I want to talk to somebody that wears one, because I just got to wonder what is going on with your organs, because all it does is push all the fat up and move it around.
Stop it. I don't want to discuss that. Yeah, say that discussion.
Yeah, they do. They have them little...
Say that discussion for when you get an expert in here. We're going to have to get an expert on that, because I don't want no parts of that. I don't even want to think about that. Let's move on to something positive, like Wednesday Wisdom. It's Wednesday
Wisdom. I want to hear from you. I always give the inspirational thought for today. What's your Wednesday hump day inspiration?
Well, you know, I've been sitting here over the last few weeks stressing about a lot of stuff that's been going on in my personal life and in my professional life as well. Mm-hmm. And And something that Shani Scott, that the person that is on the show right now, the
Oh
lady that I'm
Lord.
talking to, has told me, and a lot of it came to manifest itself over recent days, but something that she told me, and something I had to refer back to from Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power. Law number 4, which is never, I'm sorry, always say less than necessary. Always say less
Yes.
than necessary. In other words, master the fine art of shutting what we call the fuck up. I mean, let's just be honest here. That's what you need to learn. Is learn when to talk, when you need to volunteer information, when you don't need to say anything, when it's in your benefit, when it's detrimental to you. You gotta learn when it's the
Yeah.
proper time to speak, when it's the proper time to fight a battle, or wage all out war, or when it's the proper time to just say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and bounce back.
Yeah.
In the words of Big Sean. So that's my Wednesday wisdom for the day, everybody. Learn when to shut the hell up. Sometimes it's all right to just listen.
Excuse
Listen
me.
to what people are saying and pay attention, and then you can learn what the move from there. But always say less than necessary. That's 48 Laws of Power rule number 4. All right. So that's your Wednesday motivation. So now I
Very
will
good.
master the very fine art of shutting the F up right now and getting your Wednesday motivation, Wednesday wisdom, should I say. Hashtag Wednesday wisdom.
And give mine. I got to give Wednesday wisdom too. Okay.
You got something. I
I
mean, it's
got
on
some.
you.
I got something.
Motivated?
I
All
got
right.
something.
All right.
Melz, never let
Yes.
anybody treat you like a yellow starburst because you're a pink starburst.
I'm a pink starburst.
You're a
I'm gonna
pink
have to rock 'em.
starburst.
Well, everybody loves a pink starburst. Ain't they coming
Everybody
out
love
with
the
like
pink one.
just pink starburst or something like that? That's what I heard in the street. That's what I've been hearing in the street.
Oh, I don't know. I don't
I'm
know
gonna have
if it's
to
that
ask.
serious.
I'm gonna have to ask Big D and them, Baby D and them about that because they always got the info on the latest snacks out there in the streets.
Who is
I'm gonna have
Baby D?
to- you never saw Next Friday.
Oh, I'm like, Baby D, who is this? All
Oh
right.
Lord. I
Okay.
gotta
You
stop.
know went
I have to get you
somewhere
back.
else.
We got to put you back on some black movies. I'm gonna have to get your black movie card for that. Thank you. I'm gonna have to take that
No.
from
No, because my
you.
favorite black movie is Love Jones.
That's why. Yeah, you still. I'm still have to get you to surrender your black movie card for that. I'm just saying. Love Jones is alright. It's alright. That's better. That's way better. Better movies than Love Jones. Come on now. Come on now.
Like what?
I don't know. Minister Society. I know you like it just because Trey Lorenz in it. And it.
No,
Look.
I like the
Let me
whole
remind you something.
storyline.
Let me tell you something. Let me remind you of something. Minister Society is an MTV Movie Award winner for Best Picture. Be clear on that. That is the actual true fact. You can look it up. You can Google it right now. It actually happened. It actually gave the Best Picture Award for the MTV Movie Awards on year to Minister Society. It actually happened. So therefore, that movie is a masterpiece of black cinema, along with Malcolm X
I
and so
don't
many
care
others.
what they did. I like Minister Society, but Love Jones is my top. Followed by Love and Basketball. And
I knew you was gonna say that. Say that.
and then Brown Sugar.
I knew you was gonna say
So
that. That was like all three movies came. All three of the movies came out in like 1997 or something like that. I
so
think that
what's
both.
wrong with that? I like those movies.
We got to tackle that subject one day. You get your top 3. I'm gonna have to write my top 3. We got to tackle that subject and holler at everybody else and find out what their favorite black movies are. So we got to ask that. So hit us up if y'all watching this. Hit us up. You can comment below on YouTube or hit us up on Facebook on our Facebook page
Yeah.
at Jack on the Job on Facebook or on Twitter. Hit us up and tell us what some of your favorite movies is and whatever else y'all want to talk about.
So speaking of watching things, did you see T.I. and Tiny?
I heard things. I've been hearing things on that contractually obligated television marriage as of right now.
Why do you say it's contractually obligated? I from what I saw, it didn't. It seems like Tip really doesn't want a divorce. It just seemed like he a little hurt and embarrassed, and I don't know why you guys just won't get over it. If you want your relationship with your wife, just go on and have your relationship with your wife. However, I will say this. Let me explain to you what happened on the episode. Tiny and T.I. met, and they had a face-to-face to discuss what went wrong. Well, come to find out, Tiny hired Bernice. She don't say her name, but she says she hired a girl We're assuming that it's Bernice, and she hired her to see. Yeah, her name is Bernice. What's wrong with Bernice?
Her name
That's my grandmama name. Her name
exactly.
is Bernice.
That name is reserved for grandmas and
no, it's not.
along with Gertrude, Hortense. There's a whole bunch of old ass names that
no, it's
that
not. That's a beautiful name, Bernice. My baby's name is Mabel.
Your baby's name is Mabel.
Carly's name is Mabel. Her middle name is Mabel.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. Middle names is fine. I have no problem with you using, doing that. But first, those
I call her Mabel sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And my cousin named her baby Bernice after our grandmother.
Every time I think of that name, I automatically think of the character, the Ricky Smiley character, the Bernice Jenkins. So
Tiny hired Bernice to see if T.I. was going to cheat, and of course he took the bait. Okay, Tiny,
took the
you
bait.
Never, men too, because dudes do this too. They try to get their homeboy to holler at their girl to see if she gonna take the bait. Don't do that. Do not. Why would you tempt someone? Why would you put the temptation there? Why? If you was having trust issues with him, y'all should have had a conversation, went to some counseling or something. But you picked a beautiful girl to come after your man. And sometimes these men, their self-esteem isn't all there. Yeah, he T.I. and you would think, he's sitting on top of the world. Bernice is a beautiful woman. You have to give it to her. And he probably like, oh, she want to holler at me? Oh, well, let me check this out and see what's going on. And that's probably why he took the girl to that award show with him, just to put it in Tiny's face some more. So, and then T.I. said that he was upset with Tiny for going to Floyd Mayweather's, even though they didn't say the name. But he said, I don't even mess with him like that. And you was at his house dancing with him. Tiny's defense was, well, I didn't sleep with him. We were just friends. We weren't on no date. We wasn't a couple. You took it too far. And T.I. was sitting over there with his lips stuck out. Like, he doesn't seem, I didn't get from him that, this is over. I didn't get that. And from her either, because they still talking about it. They're still.
Oh, but this is why I come back to saying that contractually obligated marriage, because at this point they have to talk about it for the sake of this television show, which is about to come to an end. By the way. So I mean, who knows what happens when the cameras get turned off and these shows air? They could be working on it right now. But my thing is with not so much with Tiny. I don't have an issue with what Tiny did, but for me, that tells me that Tiny is thinking of this marriage as a business decision, and that's why I come back to, if you're going to literally spend money to hire and have to fill out a W-2 and a W-9 on this person. How you put that on your taxes?
Private investigator.
Private side chick right here for my husband to cheat on. I mean, how do you put that on your taxes? I'm just trying to figure that out. We'll get to that later. I'm quite sure. I have to see her taxes later on when she puts that on there. But you're gonna fill out a W-9 on this person so you can try to catch her husband cheating on him, from what she's saying. I mean, I don't know if that's what she hired her for. Maybe she hired her for another reason. Was she assistant? Something like that?
No,
I don't know.
She said she hired her to see if Tip was going to cheat on her.
So, yes, business decision.
I mean, I wish I had some money like that. They say more money, more problems, but I wish somebody give me some more money so I can find out if I got more problems. But one problem I would have is another woman in my relationship.
But again, that's not no issue of trust. That's an issue of business. Okay, let's be clear here. I mean, if you had trust issues, if she knew that he was cheating and she wasn't trusting him from the jump street, she would have just walked. But no, you went through the process. Again, let me reiterate this for everybody at home listening and paying attention. Again, you filled out paperwork, contracts, paid cash, paid under the table, however you chose to do it, to hire somebody to tempt your husband to see what would happen. you have not made this into an emotional decision. You have not made this decision based off the love of your husband and the trust issues that you have. You're basing this off money. And how are we going to divide these assets when I catch that ass cheating? And that's exactly what's happening right now. But again, that's why I keep coming back to contractually obligated marriage. Because at this point in this world of reality TV and the fact that they are willing to sit down on national television in a crowded restaurant and talk loudly about these kind of things, which civilized normal people like us wouldn't do. It tells me everything I need to know about the situation. So I'm not saying that there's not a real problem there. Not saying that at all in their relationship, but business. I think this is just business, and I can't wait for the show to come to an end. Because a lot of people, I'm just saying, because it seems like a lot of people who are having these bad relationships in the celebrity world are making a lot of decisions based off business, kind of like Karrueche Tran. Her whole career has come up off of someone else's fame. I mean, yes, she's done her own work. A lot of people say she's done her own work and she's done her own TV shows and all the other stuff.
What TV shows? Name one. Name half of one.
More than likely, they probably on the UPN or one of these networks. You probably got to catch after midnight on one of these channels, the CW or something like that. I don't know, but you know the whole story with her and Chris Brown, because that's your kinfolk. Chris Brown is your people's, and so I'm gonna let you handle that story. But this is what I see about a lot of these bad relationships that end badly. It ends up looking like someone is trying to come up on the other person.
Yeah, and Karrueche, she actually is working on a television show now in New Orleans, which is why she didn't show up to court for this full restraining order that she wants to put on Chris Brown. And this is my thing. She called into court and the judge was like, nah, I ain't having that. You need to show up to court. If you want a full restraining order, you got to come here and explain to us why. You got to explain to me why you want this. If you knew you weren't going to be here, you had to contact my office 12 days earlier. But this is my thing. If it's so bad with Chris Brown and you needed this, nothing would have stopped me from getting to court. I would have been at court to make sure I got these papers in this man's life so he can leave me alone. Just point blank. I don't know what happened between them because I wasn't there. I know Chris gets a lot of heat for everything that he's done. But if we really be honest, Chris Brown ain't doing nothing different than most people do in relationships. That yes, Chris is gonna have to tone it down with his temper because it's too much. But at the same time, you can't incite a person. And I think since people know that Chris Brown is a live wire, that they will incite him. And if Karrueche really wants this full restraining order, that's serious. That's not just he's bothering me.
Absolutely.
If she wants that, then she should have showed up to court. So I have no sympathy for her. And again, I mean, just tell me one thing that she's done. I know that she's a model, but I ain't never seen her on TV. I saw her with Quavo. So I mean, what did she do?
I'm just trying to put a little respect on her name because I don't know that much about the woman. I'd say just a little respect on her name because I don't know her like that. I don't know her whole. All I know is this woman emerged onto the world scene on the of Chris Brown. So I don't know what else about this woman, but I like I said, I've heard people say that she's talented and she's actually done some things in this world. You can look up if you and look up of the stain on your face is at all. But you're absolutely right. But you're absolutely right. This is a serious matter. This man's freedom is on the line because again, a restraining order is serious. And I think if I'm not mistaken, Chris has already had some court matters and issues that he's already in the middle of dealing with. And he doesn't need another one like this. Someone saying that this person is such a danger to me that I need the law enforcement to step in and keep him away from me. That's what you're saying with the restraining order with Karrueche. And you didn't have the time to show up because you got to work. Come on now, B. You got to make it. You got to make it happen. You got to be there. If he's scaring you and endangering you that much to this point, you have to take the effort to get there. So I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
she should have
maybe she
been.
didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. Like you said, she ain't getting that much TV opportunities. Maybe she had to stay there at work so she don't screw up this opportunity.
Okay, but if you're so afraid of Chris Brown, then
Right.
take the steps to get it done. You could have
Absolutely.
told them people, look, I gotta go to court because I got to take care of this matter with Chris Brown. They weren't gonna fire her. Cause they love the drama anyway. They want to know we
Right.
got Karrueche Tran, and that's why people are using her. I personally, don't see what the big deal is. But that's me. But she is another woman, and my thing is if you feel threatened by him and Chris, did these things to you, then Karrueche, woman up, put your big girl panties on and take care of business because it kind of makes you look like a liar. It kind of make you look like, oh, I'm just doing this because I can. Go, no, take care of what you need to take care of if he did that. If that's what it is. So the judge gave her a little bit more time. So we're gonna see if Karrueche is gonna show up to court and get this taken care of. Because if she holler, well, I didn't go to court because I'm scared of him. I'm like, you know what, Karrueche, you need to bypass all the chairs. You don't need several seats. You need a recliner so you can lay down. Okay.
I just for just for the sake of clarity, I just decided to Google Karrueche, and she's labeled as an actress, a model, and a host.
And a host? You said a
A
what?
host, a host, a host,
Oh,
HOS,
a host.
a host,
Said,
HOS.
okay.
Come on now, come on now, come on now. I say you let that child slide.
What did she host?
I don't know, but here is some of her movie credits. I do see one movie credit here. Are you ready for this one? Movie called Three-Headed Shark Attack. Yeah, Three-Headed Shark Attack is one of her movie credits.
Well, you know what? I have movie credits too. Did you know that I was a cheerleader in Any Given Sunday? Oliver Stone's Any Given Sunday. I was actually a cheerleader.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I
What?
actually even had a commercial for Secret that ran over in Argentina. So I mean, I got some movie credits too. I had a movie that just came out. They did the screening of it in Tyler. I didn't get to go see it. The Lost Ones. So, but the three-headed sharks. What is it?
Three-Headed Shark Attack. Three-Headed Shark Attack.
Three-headed sharks. Okay, I'm gonna check that out on Netflix. All right.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's on Netflix. That might be on. You might want to check your jailbroken Fire Stick for that one, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and check your Fire Stick and see if it's on the Kodi or something like that, because I don't know if that's going to be on Netflix. That'll sound like something that you'll find on Netflix or Amazon.
So what does she host?
I don't know. That's about the extent I got. But it does say here's the paragraph from Wikipedia that she initially gained mainstream exposure as the girlfriend of R&B singer Chris Brown, before extending her resume to include modeling and acting. So again, I didn't hear of her until she got on the Chris Brown. I'm sorry. So shout out to Karrueche though, and Quavo and everybody.
What's up, Quavo and Karrueche? Karrueche, get to court. Take care of your stuff. Speaking of courts, LaLa Anthony has met with Angelina Jolie's divorce attorney because she is moving forward with this. And they are saying that Carmelo is like, hold up, wait a minute.
You gotta fight for that, son. You gotta fight for it, son. You gotta fight for it, son.
Yeah. He's like,
telling you, son, you gotta fight for it. The alimony payments hurt, son. You don't want to do this to yourself, son. That's why I keep telling fellas, you don't want to make a series of lifetime payments over something that happens in 10 seconds or less. That skeet mop, that shit's gonna pay off in the long run for you. I suggest you calm that down. I'm just saying, exercise some control. But Melo, you got it. Come on, my man. Come on, man. You got to do it, son. You got to do it. You got to fight for him. Would you think she should walk?
I mean, that's between them. I don't know their relationship. It's between them. I mean, I wouldn't say that she was stupid if she stayed. I wouldn't say that because that's her husband. She has a kid with him. They have some things that they've built together. And at the end of the day, my thing is with any relationship, it's your business what you want to. If that person make you happy, who am I to tell you not to be with somebody because they did something that I don't agree with? All I know is when she started hitting the Instagram with them hey babe pics, them thirst traps,
Carmelo got right. All I'll say is that first weekend when she was start dropping, you saw she was dropping all the thirst trapula picks out there and playing her for like ho Mello. you messed this one up, champ. And he knew he screwed that one up big time. So I don't blame him for saying, look, you better sing that Lenny Williams, my brother.
Well, maybe they can work it out. Yeah, maybe they can work it out and stay together. But I mean, just whatever she does, hey, that's her business.
But that is the first step, though. When she start talking to attorneys, bruh. Wait, we can't front here. When she start talking to her lawyers, bruh. I mean, that's you really rapidly have a reach. Damn near, you're about maybe 10 feet away from the point of no return. so you might want to go ahead and jump in front of something and throw yourself off a cliff or something to save your marriage, bro. Because when she hit that lawyer's gonna be like, we gonna get him, and you don't want that stress trouble, my brother. Mello, make this happen, brother. Look, make it happen, bro. Look, say that. Just saying.
You're rooting for Mello, right? You're rooting for Mello.
It's cheaper to keep him, my brother. It's cheaper to keep him. It's cheaper to keep him. BB King ain't never lying. He ain't never lying. I'm telling you, he never tells no lies. Rest in peace to BB King. All right, what else we got on deck? What else is on deck?
Well, it's Hump Day Wednesday, and we still got your chance to win tickets to check out Bruno Mars live in Dallas. Yep. All you got to do is hop on one of our social media pages. Actually, if you go to our Facebook page, Jammin on the Job, Jammin on the Job, you can click the link there and get registered to win tickets. 10th row on the floor to see Bruno Mars. I want those tickets bad. And it's all powered by Witherspoon and Law Group. So log on and get registered and call me if you win, because I would like to be the person that you take with you. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm better. I'm better to take with you. I'm just saying. She'll tell you. I mean, I'm a great concert goer.
He is a great concert goer. Yes.
I get excited. I'll literally be excited and jump around with the kids and act a fool. I'll probably scream like a little girl the minute he sings a song. So trust me, and I will be right there for the Bruno Mars show. So shout out to @Witherspoon Law, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow them right now. And you'll probably see some details on how you can enter there. Also, you can follow us on Twitter @Jammin on the Job. You'll also find a link there. And we send out some funny little tweets throughout the day to keep you occupied at work. So that's what we do. This is it. It's Jammin on the JOB podcast. What we got on deck, man? We doing it. We making it happen. Holla at us, man. What else we got to shout out? Any shout out?
Nah, I think that's it for today. We're going to let them get back to work. Because if your boss ain't letting you jam on the job with us,
and he's messing it up for everybody.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
No doubt.